first guest. This is Mary Lou Bobson, and she's coming in from what I call the South. Hello, Mary Lou. It's very nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Louisiana.
And that's the South.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Mary Lou, what do you got ready for us today?
Well, I don't have anything ready. This is eggplant parmesan, a little Southern classic. This is something my family's been making for a while.
So what are we going to need to put all this together?
Well, it looks like you have most of the ingredients here. First, you would make the dough, which we have the flour, the eggs. Then you got some lemon, some lime. That's mostly for a garnish, though. Then you have your jar sauce. You don't have to make it homemade.
What did you say we were making?
Oh, eggplant parmesan.
Okay. And what's the purpose of the dough? What do we need dough for?
Well, we're making eggplant parmesan.
Okay. And why are you making dough?
Well, that's the way my family's always done it, and that's the way I've been taught how to make it.
That's great. Did anybody check her credentials before she came on to make sure everything's legit? I don't mean any offense by this, but did anybody check to make sure she knows what's going on? I mean, this is a very basic mistake that's going on in the show. I sharpened them last week. I believe we were making cheese sandwich type of meal. I don't remember, but they should be fairly sharp. So a lot of Southerners come from a privileged background, and I'm sure you understand that. And a little bit of...
Okay, after you get done sawing the eggplant, if you don't sharpen your knives, you would just layer it in the bottom of the dish. If you want to get started layering it, I can...
And as I told you, I'm also, if you haven't noticed, I'm a chef in some form. I have a uniform on. You have a shirt on today, and that's great that you have a shirt on, but
it's about your resume, not your clothes.
Yes, and if you'd review that, you'd see 3 major classes taken at the community center on cooking itself. And again, I've already asked my producers to look into...
I'm just going to make this dish. How does that sound? I'm just going to make the dish.
That's great.
This is me doing the eggs.
Check that.
So, this you would make. This is the dough, flour. Okay. Here, do you think you can open that for me?
I think I can. I think what you're referencing is store-bought, might be harder to open. This is tightly sealed as homemade.
Oh, excellent.
Let's not forget that.
Do you just pour this on?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, it's not complicated. You sprinkle the cheese on there.
Yes. Again, plain and simple. She made it a point.
Yep.
Plain and simple. Do not complicate this region, this type of people. Go on.
Yep. Sorry. And that's how you work the dish. You're just going to layer it up at the top. Normally you would have a pan, but a bowl works fine.
If I'm an amateur, if I may give an amateur observation, this seems to be a bastardization or whatever word you use of an Italian dish that I call eggplant parmigiano. You seem to have taken that and just included a big bowl, and dough will be included at some point. What are your thoughts on that?
Just a girl's got to make it work sometimes. So you put this in the oven. Where's the oven?
Well, I didn't know that we would be confronted with this, what the show is about, and somebody needs to tell me these things before we get to this point.
You don't have an oven?
The actual cooking. There's an oven. The oven is not a problem.
Where am I supposed to cook this?
If we need to cook, do we need to cook this today?
Yeah.
Well, if we need to cook it today, we do have a microwave.
You're not proposing that I stick my dish in your microwave?
Well, I know that shipment of these have not made their way to Kentucky and other states.
You can make this in the microwave in a bowl.
It's new technology.
I normally don't know what time you put that on, but let's start with, what, 5 minutes, Joe?
Yes.
All right. I'll be late 2 seconds.
That was the greatest part of the show, when everyone gets to get a little taste of the food that we're took part in making. Unfortunately, I don't have a fork. I'm going to let the chef that created the dish try this out and explain to you what that might taste like. I just don't have an opportunity to do that.
Go for it.
If you'd like to.
No, I'm good. Go for it.
Okay, and I'll do this. And what that makes me feel like right now is not so much taste sensation, but I feel like I just fell down when you're playing in a pile of leaves with your friends. The same kind of freedom of movement, I guess, just well, that's
It's good,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
the dough.
something. Yeah, and thanks everyone again for watching the show. As we say in all our shows, we hope that everyone out there understands that cable is not everything. When you have shows like this coming to you, you realize contribute to your TV stations out there. Otherwise, you would have never seen this masterpiece put together. Representing the South, representing all of mankind today, I'm Dino, Chef Dino. You're cooking with Dino, and along with our guest host, introduce yourself one last time if you could.
Mary Lou?
It's probably your last show. Thank you very much, and we hope to see all you again.